from with Porzingis out. Saw a lot of Tim Hardaway Jr. in Game 4, had 21 points. Mavericks have shown they have some balance. That's a good start. Paul George knocks down his first look.
About that screen by his big man. I mean, that's what you want, guys, getting you to the lane, giving you a little bit of extra room, and Cleveland that time doing a good job.
George gets a friendly bounce. The chance here for the Clippers. Paul George active early on the drive, trying to clear some space, and George scores at the basket.
We're making sure you put a focus on the killing of unarmed black men and women in America.
So heavy on the mind. Hopefully he does pull through this. But we need change, and we need to examine why we're here and own it and fix it. So it's understandable why these.
You have to do that by getting in the defensive lanes, getting a couple turnovers early.
If you're just joining us once again, as George on the take, takes on Boban and scores the layup. Scoring inside just like that. Mavericks need him. Here's George. Little set shot is good.
It's passed by Zubac.
Only had one house phone that people can call you on. Now you've got cell phones, you've got social media, all these people that can come at you with all this advice. Coach Doc Rivers said, I hope Paul George is listening to none of them.
Jared, you're so right. Burke, to me, has just been inspiring in these playoffs. When I watch him play, I watch him playing like he's trying to. Another shot by Paul George. I watched Trey Burke.
Lillard 37-foot dagger last year in Portland, and then Indiana the 2 years before that. George on the lob. They set up the first play for him, and Kawhi delivers it on the mud.
You don't usually see this. This is a deliberate attempt to make sure you get one of your that all-important six-man, 20,000 screaming fans in their own arena.
Doncic with 14 and 7. George gets by, and he's fouled, and now.
You know what? I really hope that we get through this game clean, because that foul right there. Yeah, that's a flagrant. He grabbed him right across the face. Great job right there. That's just not needed. That's just not needed.
They will go to the monitor to see if this will be upgraded to a flagrant foul on the swipe by Tim Hardaway Jr.
And look how far back he comes.
Ow.
Look at how far back he swipes that arm and goes back. And yeah, he's trying to get the block, but that follow through.
Just to present the other side of it here, it does look. A presence in the middle. Landry Shamet will find George. This feels like George is trying to put together a monster game right now, and all arrows pointing toward PG-13. He's got a quick.
That's what the good coaches do. That's what the great point guards do, by looking off coaches sometimes and say, no, coach, we got to get this.
His second playoff series. Hadn't scored a point in the playoffs until this year. George fouled by Boban.
And just as friends or as a team, you see right now the bench of LA all going over and encouraging George. And
turn the favor for him. Love seeing that. This is a tight-knit group. George leaves it. Montrezl Harrell. And now they're up. A setup by .com or visit the NBA app for more details. Paul George, 13th career 30-point
you could take him
playoff game.
Well, that could count.
What a game for Paul George. So finally, Doc Rivers pulls the plug. Paul George will exit with 35 points. That's more points than he scored in games 2, 3, and 4 combined.